And that brings us to the way we close the show forever. Or at least for another 3 months.
Forever, we're done. We're done. This is the last episode confirmed.
This is the end of the James Gang LAX stuff.
My God, it feels like years.
Now, it is not the end of 3LK family drama.
Thank God.
Because by the time we get to July, we'll have another little round of Ron and Conan 3LK family drama. So we can't officially declare the death of 3LK family drama yet.
What is our ending going to be without 3LK family drama?
We'll have to just talk about fucking tag team matches.
Gross.
Yeah, it's not nice.
This company isn't known for tag teams.
We just have Team 3D.
Oh, Team 3 drama.
Mm.
The drama death drop.
What the fuck is...
The drama death slot.
Well done.
Yep.
This mother is a bad jam.
Beware. First show of the month, the Latin American Exchange faced Norman Smiley and Shark Boy.
Wow. Well, this is important because they killed Machete.
Yeah, there's a story development here. So Norman and Shark Boy kind of dominate the match until Conan hits Smiley with the slapjack mid-wiggle. Conan then goes to hit Shark Boy with it, but Sharky moves and Conan hits Machete instead. But Conan's like, I don't really care.
He's like, I'm sick of this shit.
Yeah, Shark Boy pins Machete, and then Conan and Homicide beat the heck out of Machete and take his bandana.
Wow, way to censor yourself.
He has been... How did I censor myself?
You beat the heck out of him.
I've never sworn on this podcast.
That is not true.
There's no proof. There's not a single time I've ever sworn in the history of this show.
All right.
Somebody cut together a super cut of 14 hours worth of me swearing.
I was going to say, your supercut, 8 hours. My supercut?
You can get
500.
Yeah, you can get 35 hours out of you saying cunt alone from this episode.
This has probably been my heaviest cunt episode.
You gotta drop if you ever.
You also just said cunt, so
I was quoting
you. Your own rule. It doesn't count if it's a quote.
I'm merely quoting you. I'm not saying it myself. I'm saying you said it.
You quoted one word of it.
Yeah, to quote the great Liam
All
Jones.
right, I'll give it.
Cunt. April 1st,
I'm
Impact.
so destroyed.
NWA
My
World.
mind is turning into mush. I'm losing the ridges on my brain. It is all flat. I don't know what's going on anymore. Save me.
Are on the line as the James Gang faced America's Most Wanted.
I am this match.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, what's funny, Garrett?
What's funny, Liam?
Oh, when you call AMW gay.
They're cowboys, you see, Liam.
Oh, the cowboys in Brokeback Mountain. Because, that's the takeaway from the movie. Not that it's a beautiful love story about two people who were just together in the wrong time, in the wrong place, about how their love, they couldn't share it, Garrett. They couldn't grow with it. They couldn't adapt. They had to just hide into secret, and it led to the destruction of their own individual lives, and their lives at home failed because of it.
Mm-hmm. Gay. I believe that's what you're meant to take away from it, Liam.
Oh, what a film. It's no ghost ship, but what a film.
I've never actually seen Brokeback Mountain.
Oh, it's good. You should watch it.
I think I had my own personal internalized homophobia to be like, what if I watch it, people might think I'm gay? Because I am. It's like, fuck.
Damn. You were right.
Yeah. Yeah, the crowd also chant Brokeback Mountain, and AMW do lean into it. They do gay cowboy spots where they end up landing crotch first on Storm's ass, and they're like, oh, what the hell?
They do gay cowboy spots.
They do. It's undeniable.
It's not just gay spots, it's gay cowboy spots.
They are cowboys. They're gay cowboys. I can't...
Only one of them's cowboy.
I don't know. Harris has a jacket too.
My grandma just... Only one of them's cowboy.
And there was famously the early days of TNA when Harris was very mad at Storm being a cowboy.
Yeah, I think because he's a wild cat.
Yeah, there's the match. My favorite part of this match actually is Gail gets Jackie into the ring and she starts pouring beer over her head to humiliate her.
Somebody's kink. Somebody's really into that.
And Storm is like, what the hell?
Yeah, he stole the beer back. He's like, I'm not doing that.
Not for defense of Jackie, just for waste of beer. Gail also slapped Jackie on the floor, which the camera completely missed because Jackie tripped Harris, as allowing Kip to make a comeback. So they're doing, they never get a payoff to this, but the idea is Jackie is like trying to subtly sabotage Planet Jar from within, but also getting owned every time she does. Conan hits Kip with the slapjack, allowing Harris to get the pin. It's a development of this story, I guess.
It's sure.
April 8th Impact. In an arm wrestling match. It's Conan versus Bob Armstrong.
Segment. This should be on our list. You've not put this on the match list, and it should be there. It is a match.
You know the biggest reason I didn't include it?
Because you know that I'd give it like 4.5 and it would fuck up whatever future like analytics we do.
The opposite. I was going to give it like 4.5, and I didn't want the expectations for you to go through the roof. Because I knew you'd be looking at, you see Conan versus Bob Armstrong, 4.5 stars. What the fuck is happening here? I wanted you to come into this pure.
And I did, and I came away with the same result, so what does that say about it?
So the referee ejects the James Gang in homicide, so it's man on man. Because there's a great promo. I don't remember where it was, but like where Bob does the challenge, and he's like, when we were in the Marines, when we had issues, we would settle it with an arm wrestling contest. All the boys would get around and we'd settle it man on man. We'd do it like men. We wouldn't let these petty squabbles get.
No babes allowed.
Definitely no babes allowed in the arm wrestling contest. But we wouldn't let these petty squabbles escalate. We would settle these things like men. So I'm challenging you, Conan, challenging you to an arm wrestling match next week. Bob is so good. Like, he is so good. He's the best thing about any of these shows.
Because we've yammered on about this point for way too long, but everything in wrestling is authenticity, and this is an authentic man.
And he's not doing promos. He is just speaking. He is just speaking.
Yeah.
And like, he closes that promo with the line, "Win, lose, or draw, you're gonna know Bullet Bob was on the scene, brother." And it's like, fucking yes, yes. Oh, that's so good. One of my favorite parts about that, actually, it's in the same interview. Conan's like, "We live by the code of the streets," and then Bob walks up, and JB is like, "What was the deal with you running from Bob?" It's like, "Did you not see him? He pulled a knife on me." Check the tape.
Conan's real great.
So we do get the arm wrestling contest. And it is the best piece of pro wrestling theater you can ever get in your life.
Yeah, I mean, it's like Conan is killing it in this.
Because they have it set up, the little arm wrestling stand thing where you hold the thing and you do the arm wrestles. Conan wears gloves for these, by the way, which feels like it should be illegal in arm wrestling.
He's a heel.
He's cheating. But yeah, so Conan doesn't want to engage arm in arm. He tries to, he stalls, he gets away from him. Even when he grasps hands, he starts pulling away a couple times. And then Bob just pulls him forcibly into the arm wrestling stand and begins the match, and Conan is fuming, and Conan is making like these big expressive faces. He's like, "Oh no, I'm being beaten by the old man. This is the worst thing that's ever happened to me." And then Conan begins to turn the tide, and he immediately starts talking trash. He's like, "Fuck you, Bob, I fucking got you, I'm the best, you suck." And he's about to put Bob's hand down when Bob tilts his head to the side, goes like full Popeye face. The veins start popping out of Bob Armstrong's neck as Bob pushes and makes the big, like, expressive comeback face, as opposed to taking the back off that word. And you push the hand all the way down.
Too late for this.
And just as my favorite part is, just as Bob is about to win, you just get a sudden cutaway to Hernandez, who appears out of fucking nowhere to hit Bob with the slapjack to cause the DQ.
It really is just kind of perfect.
It's like, it encapsulates what wrestling should be into something that's not wrestling. Like, it's big, it's broad, it's expressive, it's over the top, it captures emotions, and then a dude hits somebody with a slapjack at the end, so it's silly and violent. Like, it is really, I can't express how much I love this segment for a non-wrestling segment, because people get so uppity, I think, about non-wrestling segments. They're like, "Oh, you can't have non-wrestling segments about, you have to have super serious stuff." Like, this is a 60-odd-year-old man wrestling a man who has no knees in an arm wrestling match, which features a DQ because of a run-in because of a humongous man named Hernandez. It's ridiculous, but it's so good. I love it so much.
I think that's the thing, because again, it's treated with like utter sincerity. I think that's why it works. Because like, it's like, yeah, you believe that this old motherfucker is stronger than Conan.
And you look at him, he's wearing like sleeveless vests most of the month. It's like, you see that man's arms, they're impressive.
That's dad strength.
Damn right. So Conan missed the TV taping, so there's not really much else for the rest of the month, other than TNA announces at some point that there will be a rematch inside 6 Sides of Steel at Lockdown.
It's so silly.
Bob Armstrong versus Conan Arm Wrestling 2.
It's silly, but it's awesome.
They come out to the LAX theme for the first time here.
Yeah, and what a perfect first time.
Yeah, they just look right. I know, obviously they look right because of years of them coming out together, but like Homicide Hernandez and Conan coming out for the first time to the LAX theme, fair enough for this ridiculous match, but
That's what I meant too. Perfect situation.
But it does just feel right. There's a pre-match promo as well where they're talking about Bob has a great line where like every time I walk my knees scream Conan's name. It's like fucking yes. Oh.
So brutal.
But yeah, they do the same match. It doesn't hit as well as it does the first time, even if this one has a clean finish.
Kip James has one line in that promo, by the way.
Well, which one was it?
My mama always said I was a strapping young man.
Because they've added the stipulation that there's 10 straps.
That's his whole line. That's the only thing he said all month.
Yeah.
Motherfucker.
Was getting $1,500 per TV, $2.5 grand per pay-per-view until he had to renegotiate down to get BG some more money.
No wonder he took all, he dropped some of the money. Probably didn't think he deserved it.
He was probably like, yeah, you know what? Like, fair enough. Yeah, but then they do the lashes. There's a bit where they're like on 3 and BG says 2 and Kip just lashes. I think it's Homicide on the other side, maybe Hernandez. Yeah, they whipped them 10 times. LAX bail. That's the end of the segment. But the TV segment, I fucking loved. I fucking loved it. I can't believe 3LK Finally Drama came good though. After all this time, it came good. How could we have expected such a thing?
It only took Bullet Bob Armstrong.
Yeah, it only took involving BG's significantly better father into all these angles to bring some like old school pro wrestling credibility to everything, and they suddenly just became fun. And like the James Gang will move on to something else now. LAX will begin to like fester as an actual tag team as opposed to goofballs getting their ass kicked by an old man. And everyone will LAX will move on to better things. James Gang they'll still be around, I guess. But yeah, fair play to Bob. You saved an irredeemable angle that was really bad for a very long time, and Bob showed up and it actually became quite fun.
Exactly.
That is, after nearly 5 hours on this record.
Surprise!
Don't you make me name 100 men.
No, you do that easily. There has been a vote.
On what?
On who the hottest AEW heartthrob is, according to straight men.
Straight men? Who wants to know their opinion?
Yeah. That's what we're gonna find out. So there is a majority of it is just like random dudes. So I'm gonna go from the lowest actually named but ranked person upwards.
Okay.
Jay White.
What position is he in?
He is in the lowest of the visible men.
How many? But like, is there a number?
No.
Okay.
So yeah.
Jay White is very much a straight man's idea of an attractive man. I understand.
Oh, trust me, there is a more obvious one of that later on.
Okay.
Next step up. So these first 5 have about the first 4 have about the same. Then everything starts to increase like intermittently. Daniel Garcia.
Yeah, fair enough. He's looking well.
Ricky Starks.
Fair enough. We can all agree on that one.
Kip Sabian.
What? I took a drink. I literally nearly did a spit take for Kip Sabian. I literally did an actual shoot spit take for Kip Sabian. Ugh, fine.
John Moxley.
Yeah, okay.
Now we're getting into the slightly bigger slices. Hook.
Yeah, well, hell yeah, of course. He should be first, frankly, but okay.
And what I may say is the straightest straight man answer ever.
Yeah.
Can you guess who it is?
Is it number 1?
No. This is we're like number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Number 7, but the straightest straight man answer.
Miro?
Adam Cole.
Oh, fuck off. Fuck off. No, look at his face. No. Desperate Baker, but no.
Wardlow.
Does nothing for me, but I'll get it. Especially without the hair.
Top 5.
Come on.
Top 5. Orange Cassidy.
Really?
People like Orange Cassidy? It has to be like the aura.
Does Orange do anything for you?
Not particularly.
Yeah, like literally nothing. Literally, it's not even like a negative. I'm not even like, oh, Orange Cat. I'm like, nothing. Literally feel nothing.
Number 4, Konosuke Takeshita.
Yeah, fair enough.
Number 3, this is an interesting one. I've only ever heard guys say that this man is attractive. I've never heard a woman say this. Kenny Omega.
Kenny has never been a guy for me. Obviously, like, him and Kota is like the most famous wrestling romance. So
the most famous wrestling romance?
Of all of them, there has never been a more famous one. I understand the thorough gay appeal of Kenny Omega, but yeah, never for me personally. Kota, on the other hand, it's a different story.
Number 2, Swerve Strickland.
Yeah, I wouldn't have him that high. He'd be on the list, but I wouldn't have him that high.
Swerve, Kenny, and Takeshita all have like big chunks of this. Orange and Wardlow are about the same. And number 1 with 21% of the vote. Who is your guess?
Most of the actual hunks. Poor Wheeler Yuta being left out. He's also looking well.
Unless you think he's number 1.
Is he number 1? Has Utes done it?
No.
Oh, I can't even think of who's left over.
It's pretty obvious once you know it.
Who is it?
Hangman Adam Page.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, fair enough.
The hair.
He wouldn't be one for me, but he would certainly be on the list.
It's the hair. And it's the hair and the Dolly Parton pants.
That is everything you need in a man.
Yeah. Isn't that what it is? That is the list of hunkiest AEW hunks.
According to what list? Who published this?
According to the straight population. Twitter user @awfullywaffly. 413 individual votes of 64 different dudes who were nominated.
This is why we have no babes on this podcast, so we can objectify men at the end.
Yeah, no babes allowed.